Good day, everyone. This is Kelly. Let me share our short insights about the Group Two's work. So, in the importance and urgency, let me discuss about the importance of Group Two's work. So, this research title and aim are well focused. First off, code switching is super common here in the Philippines. We often mix languages like Cebuano and English when we talk. So looking at how this connects to speaking English will makes the total sense for our local context. Next, they're focusing on the first year college students. This is a big time for them. Getting comfortable speaking English affects how well they do in class and even how confident they feel on campus. And the best part, whatever we find out can help teachers at CNU Medellin and other schools create a better way to teach English. We might even learn if code switching can actually be a helpful tool for learning. So the only tiny thing, adding a bit more about exactly how English or teachers will benefit would make its importance even clearer. But overall, this is a research topic that can really make a difference for our learners. So I think that's all for the importance. Let's proceed with the urgency topic will be discussed by the next presenter.
Good day everyone, I am from Group 3 and I was assigned by our leader to create a feedback about the urgency of the general problem of Group 2. And before I give my feedback, I wanted to define urgency first as a research criterion. So when we say urgency, it refers to how important or immediate a research problem is. And now I will be giving my feedback. So while the study of Group 2 is relevant as many students use code switching in class, the urgency of the study is somehow weak as it does not clearly show that there is a serious or urgent problem that is needed to be solved right away, as it only says that there is no documented proof that it helps or hinders students' ability to speak fluently. I think to improve it, the study should clearly show the real impact of code switching on students and explain the possible consequences if the problem or issue is ignored. Nevertheless, the study may not be urgently solving a current crisis. It is still valuable because it can help prevent future problems and support early intervention as it aims to understand the effects of code switching early, which means that the study could help identify possible problems before they become serious. I think that's all. Thank you.
This study is interesting as it examines code switching, a common practice amongst Filipino students, and its connection to English oral fluency. The topic is relevant and relatable, particularly for the first year students, adapting to an English focused academic environment. However, its level of interest is limited as it primarily focuses on establishing a relationship and does not present an innovative insight or solutions. Hence, I would rate this a 4 as it is engaging but lacks strong novelty or impact.
Let's have a view on the researchability of their study. We have components of researchability, and that's what we base this critique. First, we have collectible data. For this component, it's good. Why? Because the study focuses on two variables, the code switching and the English oral fluency, and they can be measured. Also, since the participants are within the Medellin campus, the researchers can easily gather their data. So overall, there is no problem when it comes to accessing reliable information. For specificity, the study is clear in terms of participants and location, but oral fluency is too broad. They should specify what aspect they are measuring, like speaking speed or pauses. For testability, it is highly researchable. The study uses correlational design. For feasibility, we rate it as high. The study is manageable, low cost, and can be done within a semester. So overall, we give 4 points for researchability.
code switching is indeed fascinating, which we may need to bridge the gap between observation and application. So, if the results show a strong relationship in this study, will this change how professors teach, or is it meant to justify the use of Cebuano English or Taglish in the classroom? Secondly, if we talk about the Philippine context in fluency, is it possible that it can be subjective since Filipinos, specifically students, code switching might naturally appear as weakness or makes us feeling judged? So, in this study, is it an English oral fluency based on native speaker standards or world language Englishes or world Englishes standards? And how will the researchers ensure that the subject do not feel linguistically inferior?
Good day everyone, I am Arch Roger Magnus Batanya and my partners Rochelle Suwan are assigned to critique the relevance and moral implications of the Group 2 research proposal. So the study relevance lies in informing English language teaching practices at CNU Medellin, potentially improving students' oral fluency. However, the study scope is limited to first-year students, so finding might not generalize to other year levels or contexts. So thus, the study addresses a significant issue in English language learning in the Cebu Normal University.
And for the budget of this study, printing and producing of surveys is costly. However, it is not that much, so it is just bearable in the pocket. And on the other hand, for the time requirement, this can be time consuming since especially in gathering the data and interpreting it. But then again, it is just attainable and also time bound. So overall, the study is recommended since it is carefully planned. So again, thank you so much for listening and for giving some time to watch our group's feedback for the work of Group 2.
Good day! I was assigned to evaluate the novelty criteria of the study, and here is a brief feedback. So, the study demonstrates a good level of novelty by examining the relationship between code switching and English oral fluency among first-year students at Cebu Normal University. So, this specific context makes the research timely relevant and grounded in a real education settings. So while code switching and language fluency have been widely studied, the focus on a particular group and environment gives the study a meaningful and practical contribution. So the title is clear and specific, and the topic is highly relevant in a multilingual settings like here in the Philippines, where multiple languages are commonly used in a daily communication. Although the study focuses on a specific group, this can also be seen as a strength, as it allows for a more focused and in-depth analysis. To further enhance the study, the researchers may consider clearly defining the type of code switching and specifying how English oral fluency will be measured. For example, pronunciation, grammar, or coherence. So exploring particular communication situation could also add a unique angle and strengthens the study overall contribution. So overall, the study is well structured, relevant, and has strong potential to contribute valuable insights with a few refinements. That's all, and thank you.